Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to do a Q&A. I asked you to leave me questions in my community tab on YouTube, so I'm going to answer them now. Let's start. The first question is from Yuto Takeda. I started Taekwondo a month ago and found out my whole body, especially the hip joints, is so stiff. How long does it take to get flexible enough, let's say, do side kicks properly? Oh, that's great that you started Taekwondo. Awesome. And of course, I'm not surprised that your whole body is in pain because this is a very new type of movement. If you have not done any type of martial arts before, no wonder that you're gonna be in pain. But that's okay, unless you're in really too much of a pain. But if you're just in pain that's kind of sore and you're feeling stiff, that's okay. You're going to get better at it. Just keep going to the dojang, keep practicing, and you're gonna limber up. So what I suggest to you, besides going to the dojang and doing the classes, prepare at home. Do some stretching, do some yoga, do some really good deep stretches, and open up your hip joints. Yoga is really good for that because it helps to move your body in a way that you're not used to, not like a simple sport or something like that. And also martial art is working your whole body just like yoga. So I suggest that at home you do some extra flexibility training. Make sure that you do that every day and you're gonna feel so much better and you can do the side kick that you wanted to do because your hips are going to open up. I have some videos that might help you. I'm gonna link them here or in the description below under the video that you can try, that I specifically do to help open your hips and make sure that you can kick better and be more flexible as a martial artist. Next question is from Swati Tembe. Hi, I watch your videos about Taekwondo. I am quite impressed and I want to start learning Taekwondo. But I am 60 plus years and I would like to start with flexibility. I would like to practice from home. How is it possible at my age and learn from home? First of all, awesome. I'm so happy that you decided to do Taekwondo over 60. That's really good and you should be really proud of yourself that you decided to do that. Do not believe anybody who says that you can't do something because you're over a certain age or you're too old. That's not true. Not true at all. You can do whatever you want and you will get good at it. You might not be, I don't know, an Olympic Taekwondo champion, but you can still do Taekwondo. So keep going and practicing. If you have not yet found a club, I urge you to go and find a really good master and a good dojang and go practice there. And as you sensed, yeah, you have to do flexibility. That's one of the most important things in martial arts. You have to practice flexibility at the dojang, and just like the previous question, you have to do it at home. You have to practice at home, so make sure that you follow my videos. I'm going to link them again here. Make sure that you do some yoga. There's a lot of great yoga videos about hip opening exercises on YouTube for free. If you have not done any Taekwondo before, it's very important that you go to a good dojang and learn the basics there with partners, with a master and all that. I'm doing Taekwondo at home, and especially during the pandemic when we couldn't train at the dojang, I trained at home because that's what we could do. And as General Choi Hong he says, all place under heaven is a dojang. So you can do Taekwondo anywhere. Of course, it's much better if there is a dedicated space for it, but you can still practice Taekwondo at home by yourself and work on certain things. Obviously, there are things that you need a partner for and your master to correct you. So that's very important. I suggest that you go and find a good dojang. Next question from Peace on Earth. That's a nice name. This isn't really a question, but lately I've been musing on Panther and Jeet Kune Do are similar. I mean, if Jeet Kune Do has a lot of Panther Kung Fu in it. I'm not sure. I'm not a Jeet Kune Do expert or a Panther Kung Fu expert, so I don't know. You have to do some research on this. Next question from JV. Do you think it's important or necessary to learn and know the history, philosophy, and meaning of martial art you are learning? Very good question. Absolutely. Absolutely, it's a must that you know the background, the history, the philosophy, the meaning of your own martial art. When you are little and just starting out martial art, that's not something that you care about. So that's why the masters are usually trying to tell you about the history and the philosophy of your martial art during classes. That's how my master was doing it. He was always teaching certain things, aspects of the martial art, teaching us the tenets, teaching us the student oath, master oath, just something that you could digest easily, because there is a lot of things about each martial art that it's in the background, but once you understand that, you understand the whole martial art a lot better. So for example, when you're learning a pattern, it's very advised to learn the meaning of that pattern, because then you sort of more into it, you understand it a little bit more, you are feeling it a little bit more, and you can associate it to something. Also, when you're learning different moves, for example, if you do a punch, then you can think, okay, I can do this move, I can do block here, I can do that. And then that's also important because your master is teaching you the meaning behind each move. So when you're just doing the different moves, it's not just moves. Are you blocking this? Are you blocking this? Are you blocking this or that? All of that has a meaning, and they are all connected. So yes, it's very important that you know about your martial arts and you do your extra learning at home and learn about it. Another question from JV: how are WT, ITF and ATA similar and different? Very good question. I think I should make a video about this. So yeah, let's get back to this. Next question is from New York: Taekwondo barefoot or in shoes? Well, depends. I like to do Taekwondo barefoot in the dojang, but that's because the surface is even. If there's tatami, that's great. So you know the surface, you can be barefoot. And don't worry, if you do Taekwondo or any martial art barefoot, you're not gonna catch a cold, right? It's like, I know some people like, oh, you're gonna catch a cold from the ground. It's like, no, don't worry. It's really good for your feet actually, and the sole of your feet. So I suggest barefoot. But outside, when I'm filming all the videos outside in the park, I get some comments that, oh, why am I wearing shoes? Well, if you're outside in a public park or any type of public space, it's best if you wear shoes. And not just because the ground or the floor or whatever could be dirty or God knows what, but you know, there could be glass or any type of shard that might cut your feet, and that's not good. You don't want to get injured just because you're training outside barefoot. So I suggest when you're outside and you're on an unknown surface, wear shoes. Have you seen the movie Best of the Best? Yes, I've seen parts of it, and it's awesome. Next question is from Big Fan 2710. I attained the second degree black belt in 2013, but I am now 50 years old and have not trained since 2015 and have bad knees. Oh, I'm sorry. Can I return to training, and if so, should I start as a white belt again? I'm not currently black belt standard. Okay, so this is relates to the first two questions of this video. Very interesting. I think, so you're over 50 years old, you're not trained since 2015, which is 7 years ago. Well, I'm not really sure if I count the last 2 years, but okay. I don't think you should start as a white belt again. You're definitely not a white belt level. You already know a lot of the martial art. I'm not sure, you didn't mention whether you were doing Taekwondo or some other martial art, but you already reached second degree black belt. So what I suggest, if you go back to your dojang, that's the other thing I don't know, if you moved, if you're in a new place, or what's going on. But when you find a new club or go back to your old club, ask your master. Ask your master and let's see what he or she says regarding your current black belt. You might be able to wear it, and then you have to work really hard on attaining that level again. I know it's difficult, but you know it. This is like bicycling. Even though you have not bicycled for years, when you get on, you're a little bit shaky, a little bit. Once you're in the motion, you want to be better and better, and you keep practicing. And just like the other people in this video, I suggest that you do extra training at home, because once you do that, you're working on yourself, you're working on your flexibility, your stances, your accuracy, and everything at home. So when you go to the dojang, you can work on other things with other people, and your master will correct you, so don't worry about that. But at home, there's a lot of things that you can do. You can do weight training, you can do running, you can do flexibility exercises, extra stretching, and so on and so on. So I suggest that you start at home and try to find a good dojang to do the martial art again, but definitely not go back to white belt. Also be careful with your knees and don't overdo it. Okay, so these were the questions for now. Thank you very much for asking them. If you have additional questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Let me know if you like this video and I should do more, and thank you very much for watching it. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for this channel for more video. Take one!